Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. So, what you see here is the beginning of my macaroni and cheese, okay? So, in this pan right here, I just got a little bit of cheese so far, heavy cream, about a half a stick of butter, and some pepper. Now, I do warn you, if you're looking for a healthy version of macaroni and cheese, this ain't it. Okay, you can use any cheese you want, any combination of cheeses. It all depends on what you love. Okay, if you want to be fancy with it, you can be fancy. If you don't want to be fancy, then don't be fancy. You don't have to do that. So I just added in, this is a 1/16 ounce or 1 pound bag of the Kraft sharp cheddar. Now this is just for my cheese sauce, okay? I like using sharp cheddar, white sharp, yellow, extra sharp. That's just what I like. And I got it on low because I don't want anything burning or anything sticking to the pan. And I'm just getting it all melty, like so, like this right here. Okay? This cheese sauce is going to ensure that every noodle is completely coated inside and out with cheese. So I'm getting nice and melted. I have my pot on the stove with a little bit of with water and some salt, so I can get the noodles cooked. But this right here is important. You see how cheesy it is? No need for flour or making a roux. It's going to be nice and thick on its own, okay? All right, look at that. It's beautiful. Okay, so everything's all nice and melted. You see that? And yes, it's seasoned. You can see the season. You gotta make sure you season it. Gotta add your salt, gotta add your pepper. Don't want to add too many crazy things because you don't want to take away from the flavor of the sharp cheese noodles. But you season it how you want. This is just how I do mine. And I haven't had any complaints. All right, so I'm gonna turn this off. And I'm gonna continue on to cutting up the rest of my cheese. Yes, there is more cheese. I hope you didn't think this was it. So I'll be back. All right, so I just put my noodles, elbow noodles, into the pan, into the pot so they can start cooking. I'm just gonna finish up cutting up the rest of this cheese. So I have sharp cheese here, white and yellow sharp cheese. This is the way my mama has always done it, so this is the way I'm doing it too. I'm just gonna cut it into like blocks. This is squares. Like so. I'm gonna get these all chopped up. Because as soon as my noodles are ready, I'll be ready to put it together. So I want to say, after I finish It's about 4 cups of the sharp cheese. Approximately 8 ounces a pack. I mean, 2 cups, excuse me. No, 4, I was right. Whoop. So, yeah, about 4 cups of cheese, of the sharp cheese, on top of the pound of light cheese. I mean, the sharp cheese that I already put in a cream sauce. So, it's a lot of cheese. But I'm going to go on and finish cutting this up, like so. And I will show you how I'm going to put this baby together. Okay, so my noodles are almost ready. I'm going to take 3/4 cups of milk, and I'm just going to add 1 egg to it. Now, since this is for my job, I add the egg, but when I make it for myself or at home, I don't add it. I don't really need it. There we go. And I'm mixing it in this milk because I don't want the egg to cook from the temperatures of the noodles because they're gonna be hot. Okay, so I'm gonna go, my noodles are about done. My cheese is cut. My cheese sauce is made. I'm gonna go get my seasonings, drain my noodles, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna finish this off, okay? All right, let the fun begin. Okay, so I drain my noodles. They're in there, okay? And the pan still drained. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add all this good old cheese sauce to the pan. Look at that, all that good cheese sauce. To my noodles. I'm getting it all. We don't wanna leave none of that in there. Yeah, we're getting it all. Okay. And it helps to do this while the noodles are still pretty warm. Gotta get me a strong spoon. All right, got my cheese sauce. I'm going to mix that all up. Oh yeah, look at it. It's looking lovely. But we're not done yet. We still got some more to do. All right. So all your noodles, your elbow noodles, are nicely coated with cheese. And I'm just gonna add the milk egg mixture to it. Get that all in there. Oh yeah. Finishing it off. I got the super small pans accidentally, so I'll get 2 nice pans. Whew. If you need arm exercise, this is it. All right. So we're gonna get it all. Nice creamy looking, but we're not done yet. We're gonna take some of the, not all of it, but some of the sharp cheese blocks. And we're gonna add it into, we're gonna go on and add it on in. Adding it all in. Okay? And we're gonna give this a mix. I'm just gonna mix it on in. Don't worry, I'm gonna add more. Trust me, I'm gonna add quite a bit more. This is how you're gonna get your delicious, cheesy 1-to-1 ratio. I like to say 1-to-1 ratio of noodle and cheese. Get it in there. Sorry about that, my phone cut off. Okay. Now we're gonna get the pan. Ugh. And it's a layering thing that I like to do. So I'm gonna add the mac and cheese to the pan. Like I said, this is a small pan. I didn't mean to get this small pan, but it's okay. It'll work. Small pan. Do it just like this. You don't have to add as much cheese as I add, but we like cheese. Okay. And it doesn't look like I need any more seasoning because you can see that delicious pepper in there. All right. Now it's time to layer. Throw some more cheese on top. This is what you gotta do. If you don't want to use blocks and you want to get the pack of shredded cheese and sprinkle your layers, you can do that too. As long as the cheese get in there. As long as it gets in there. My oven is set at 425 degrees. And because I put the egg in there, it's gonna bind it a little bit more. Whereas if I didn't, it'll be, once I finish baking it, it'll be like super, super creamy. That's okay. That's all right. This is grown folk macaroni and cheese. Oh, I dropped cheese. All right. And this is something that you can prepare ahead of time. It ain't gonna harm nothing. All right. There's one less thing you gotta have in your oven. I'm gonna add another layer. Add another layer to it. Oh yeah. I got enough for noodles left in there for like a little half a pan, which is just fine. Oh, that cheese. Oh my God, look at it. Look at it. So delicious. All right. Now I'm just gonna coat the top with, you said it, more cheese. I don't need to add no more butter in there. I got all the good fats that I need in there from when I made my cheese sauce. Some people like to add breadcrumbs on top of theirs. I do not. Dang. I'll just use up all the rest of this cheese. There you go. There you go. Big chunk. Let's cut something. Got some of these big chunks, so I'm gonna just cut it in half. I want it to melt pretty purty like. There you go. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this with aluminum foil. I'm gonna place it in the oven. I'm gonna bake it while covered for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna take the cover off and I'm gonna let the top just get so nice brown and crispy. The edges, I love crispy edges on my mac and cheese. Absolutely love it. There you go. I'm just gonna sprinkle the top with just a little pepper. Just a little bit, because we already got some good seasoning in there. We don't need too much. There you go. In the oven. 15 minutes covered. 15 to 20 minutes covered. Another 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes uncovered. And you should have crunchy edges, crunchy sides. That's my favorite part. It should just be perfect. I'm gonna pop it in and I'll show y'all how this looks when it's done.